Yo, what's up, guys? So I started this year off thinking to myself, you know what? This channel needs a few more new series. So I just started brainstorming and coming up with different ideas and different video topics and new series ideas, and one of them being the Hidden Gems series. Basically, what I did is I went through all of my books, all of my old, sort of forgotten about, lesser known books, and dug through them and found the best things in there, things that we call hidden gems. And it's only the best things, and it's just some of the things you've never heard about, and things that are really, really good. In fact, there are some things that I've never even heard about or read, and so this is just as much fun to do as it's going to be fun for you to watch. Now, I gotta say, the inspiration behind this series was actually the Hidden Gems series by Mark Elsden. If you've never gone through those books, I highly, highly recommend you check those out because, like the title says, there are some great hidden gems in there, and Mark did all the hard work for you. So all you gotta do is read through those books and find the hidden gems, and every single one of them are really hidden gems. So thank you, Mark. So for episode 1, the first hidden gem that I'm going to go through and teach you is called Dice-O-Matic by Larry Jennings out of his book, The Classic Magic of Larry Jennings. Now, I've spun the presentation a little bit to more my style, but if you want to just learn how Larry does it and how he teaches it, then just read the book, turn the page to Dice-O-Matic, and there you go. Let's get into it. Alright, so I'm sure that you've heard of dice stacking before, but have you ever heard of psychic dice stacking? Probably not. Let me explain what that is. So psychic entertainers all over the world, to warm up or to get their psychic powers going, what they do is they play a game of psychic dice stacking. And what that is, they take 3 dice, and what they'll do is the psychic will turn around, they have somebody stack these dice up and have the person cover it. And just in case they saw a glimpse of the top one, they try to guess all the numbers that they can't see, all the hidden numbers. And what those are, it would be, of course, these 2 numbers right there, the 3 and the 5, and it would be the 2 and the 4, and of course the bottom one, the 5 there. So the psychic would try to guess all of these numbers, and that's pretty good, but I want to show you something kind of interesting with dice stacking and a deck of cards. Alright, so just a normal deck of cards here, and what we'll do is we'll give it a shuffle, maybe a quick cut, just so everything is nice and random in this deck of cards. Now we'll go ahead and play a game of dice stacking meets card playing. Here we go. So what I'll have you do is roll the dice as much as you want to, and then what I'll have you do now is just stack them up however you want to. So just point to any dice that you want, maybe that one right there, put it on top of any other one that you want like this, and put it on top of the last one there. So you had a free choice of how these dice were stacked, and you had a free choice of what numbers they would be because you rolled them. Alright, so I'm not going to try to guess the numbers. Instead, I guessed something else. So we'll go and take a look at the hidden numbers, just like in the regular dice stacking game. Alright, so we have here a 4 and a 6, which gives us 10. We also have a 2 and a 3, which gives us 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. That gives us a total of 20. But that could have been any number at all because, you rolled them and you stacked them however you wanted to. No way anybody could have known in advance that it would be 20. But I did make a wild guess based on my experience with psychic dice stacking and a card. So the number was 20, so we count down 20 cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. The 20th card happens to be the 6 of spades, but that could have been any card. It could have been the 5 of spades, the 4 of spades. That's a coincidence. It could have been the 3 of diamonds, the 4 of diamonds. Any one of these cards at all was possible with your dice stacking. And like I said, I had a certain feeling or a guess about a card. In fact, I put something inside of this card box here. In fact, it's a little piece of paper, nothing else inside the box, with a written message on it. And this message is actually the 6 of spades. All right, so here we go with this routine. So what you want to do is get a card to the 20th position, all right? Number 20 in the deck. The way it originally went is that you would control a selection to number 20 and you would do it that way. But anytime I get a chance to do a prediction trick, I take it because I just love prediction tricks. All right, so you have these 6 of spades at number 20. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now what I did is I actually put a breather crimp on top of the deck. That way I could do a really clean shuffle and cut like this. So I just shuffle some cards on top, and then I just cut the deck at the crimp, and that maintains the card at the 20th position. All right, so now to prepare for this trick, just write the name of your prediction on a piece of paper or whatever. Have another card, do your favorite thing when it comes to predictions, all right? So I just have it written on this little index card in the box. And next you just need 3 gafted dice. I'm just kidding. You need 3 regular dice for this. They're just standard dice that you can find anywhere. And what you'll do is this principle is crazy. You start talking about, psychic entertainment and how psychics practice, warm up their psychic powers by doing the psychic dice stacking game. It's bullshit and nonsense, but it makes sense, right? So what you'll do is you'll have them roll the dice several times. And just a couple more times just so we can know they're all random. Or you can do it. It doesn't really matter. And what I like to do is wait until there's a 1 on top. And here's why. If you stack them up like this, all the hidden numbers will equal 20 every time, as long as there's a 1 on top. All right, so here we go. We have a 4 and a 6, which equals 10. And we have a 5 and 8, which equals 18. And then 18 plus 2 makes 20. All right, so what if there wasn't a 1 on top? What do you do then? Let's say there was a 2 on top. So what you do then, if you see that there's a 2 on top, you just subtract it. You subtract 1 from the number that's on top. So in this case, you subtract 1 from 2, and so you need to subtract 1 card from the top of the deck. If it was a 4, you would subtract 1 from 4, which gives you 3, which means now you have to take 3 cards off the top of the deck and maybe do a pass or just cut the deck 3 cards at the bottom, whatever you want to do. But I find that if somebody rolls the dice 2 or 3 times, you're always bound to get a 1 on one of them. I see right there, and you can do that just by saying roll the dice a couple times, and just so you know they're not loaded or anything like that. And most of the time you'll get a 1 on the second or third roll, which is nice. So now I like to give them a free choice of how they stack them, right? This is just a standard magician's choice. This is not in Larry's book. I like to do this, give them some more free choices. I find that the more free choices you give them, the better trick it becomes, because, wow, I stacked them however I wanted to, blah, blah, blah. Of course, it doesn't make a difference, just as long as the 1 goes on top, right? So this is how the magician's choice goes. Ask them to touch any die. And whichever one they touch, say they point at this one right here, say now point to another one. And if they point to this one, say perfect, put that one on top of there. Just guide them through so the number 1 die goes on top. Basic magician's choice, we all know it. Or say pick up 1 die and then pick up another one, blah, 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 put 1 die down, they do this, and put the other die on top of another one, blah, blah, blah. Just get them to stack the die in a way that you want to. That seems totally fair, right? So now you're like this, and no matter how the dice are rolled, it'll always equal 20, just as long as there's a 1 on top, okay? So again, we have a 6 and a 4. We have a 2 and a 3, which equals 5. And we have a 5 on the bottom, which equals a total of 20. It'll always be 20. What I was saying there is that if you don't want to do the whole magician's choice stacking, have them stack them however they want to, you'll do this method where you just subtract 1 from the top number. In this case, it'll be 4. So just take 4 cards off the top and put them on the bottom. And then at this point, that positions the card now to whatever the number of hidden numbers it'll add up to. So it'll be 2 plus 2 equals 4. So 4 plus 5 is 9. 9, 10, 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 because of the 5. So 16. Obviously, we took away 4 cards. It'll be a 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. But I like to have it ultra clean where I don't have to touch the deck again and just have it to where they just keep rolling until a 1 shows up and you're golden. All right, so just like this, they keep there's a 1 right there on the 3rd try. All right, they stack them however they want to. All right, we look at the hidden numbers. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. All right, so have them pick up the deck and count down 20 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Put that card aside, blah, blah, blah. That could have been any card. Could have been the 4, the 3. Any one of these is an option since you shuffle the deck. Well, you didn't shuffle it, but you roll the dice, stack them however you wanted to, and then blah, blah, blah. I didn't try to predict or guess the numbers. Instead, I wanted to guess a card. That could have been any card, but I happened to write down one card. It is the 6 of spades. Alright guys, so as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It truly does mean the world to me. And so if you learned something new and if you got value from this video, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and sub to the channel. Until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.